Hello, it's me again. So just a short video, and that's my work desk sort of thing, painting desk. And yeah, anyone would think that I'm starting a new army project. So I've just been sort of like trying to take into account all the stuff that I've got so far. And what I'm sort of, you might notice that some knights in the back there. There's some other stuff we'll ignore those because they're other projects. But I'm planning on doing like a Agincourt era, late 100-Year War army, and I've mostly got like a lot of infantry at the moment, and I've got peasants and men at arms sort of thing, and it's whether I put the actual peasants in, but right, so I've got 45 peasants they're men at arms, 45 men at arms. No, I've not even got that many. 44 men at arms there with a command. Here's another batch of men at arms with the command there. Men at arms. There's 45 there. And another 45 just here. Try and do a flyover. Minding the banner pole. Yeah, there's 45 men at arms there. Then there's 45 peasants just here. No, 40. I've got it all scribbled down. I've just sort of organised them all. Another 40 peasants just here. I've got a bombard. 12 mounted knights. There's a standard bearer just there off to the right. I'll just try and hold this without... Standard bearer just there. A banner pole for him. Well, I'll probably get a big batch of banner poles. But and then bombard. There's a pair of knights there. The one on the left, this guy, I'm definitely going to use. The other guy was meant to be like more of a fantasy sort of knight. So trying to get this camera to stop shaking. Try and study this. Yeah, the other guy, he came with a wyvern, and I think he's meant to be sort of like a champion knight. Whether I use him or not, I'm not too sure. Or not in, but got some other stuff in the background, but I'll do videos on them when I've finished. But and most of these I've got models. I think perhaps the bulk of these are from First Corps. I've got quite a number from Foundry, War Games Foundry. I've got some Perry miniatures. I've got some, Crusader casting miniatures. Crusades casting as well. All of these models are from there, apart from the sort of generic fantasy knight guy. He's from Alternative Armies. He's Crusader casting. So's the bombard. And I'm planning on, it's a new army sort of project. And I'll truck away on these guys, and I'm planning on getting a load more knights, get a load of archers. I'm thinking a load more mounted knights, probably quite a number of foot knights, a load of archers, and I'm even thinking about getting some there's some early blunderbuss types that I'm planning on getting as well. A few of them. Seen some nice models of them, and then I should have plenty to do an historical army with. They're all from sort of late 100-Year War period. That's what I'm mainly going for. And the companies are just named Crusader, Perry, of course, they're famous. War Games Foundry and First Corps, they do a load, and I'll truck forward with them. Apparently, there's Claymore castings. They came recommended. They do some special characters and stuff. I'll probably do that. Purchase some of them. And I've heard about Medway, but me getting some I'll have to look into them. They seem to mostly be available in America. But yeah. Basically that's some thoughts on what's going on so far. But this is sort of, there's enough here to be getting on with, because I counted them up. 44 there, 40 there, 45, 40 and 45, and the stuff at the back there, the mounted knights. Yeah, there's something like, there's just the infantry blocks. There's something like 214 just there. That's excluding the stuff at the back there. But what I'm also hoping to do, I'm trying to avoid filming Monopoly Knees under the table. I think one of Monopoly Knees sort of appeared in a bit earlier. So I apologise for those that find Monopoly Knees shockingly repulsive. Gasp. But yeah, another thing, I'm going to paint these up as sort of historical sort of. I'm thinking French sort of stuff. Get some French personalities. Hopefully these guys can double up for a couple of different sort of similar era sort of stuff. Sort of, was it sort of early mid 1400s sort of thing, and I'm planning on getting involved in some historical battles. I still need to buy some of the rule books. It's like Hail Caesar looks absolutely wonderful. Sword Point looks curious, but Here's the Ruckus and Never Mind the Bill Hooks. Those also look very, very entertaining. Planning on getting into them. This is the first in like an intro video into like an army project video. So this is what I've got so far. I'll be purchasing. I'm planning on purchasing more units, and of course I need to start actually painting these guys up. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with basin, because normally I dip them in numerous layers of sand to start off with, but I'm fancying trying to get like a load of jars. Whether I do that, I might do that. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about trying to do something a bit different and getting some like a mud effect. But I'll keep you all posted. This is in between a few other projects. Finishing off some other projects. There's a couple at the back. You can see some partly painted at the back. More on them later. I'm sort of planning on perhaps, hopefully, even though I double these guys up, but even though I'm homing in on these guys being an historical army, they're going to weigh a lot. They're all metal so far. I'm hoping to perhaps double these guys up as a Bretonnian army. So in that case, Mr. Man from Alternative Armies. Well, actually, I've sort of committed already. I've put sand on his base as basin material, and then it's stages, layering up and stuff. I think I've sort of already committed, haven't I, with basin material. But I'm sort of hoping. Yeah, I've just noticed I've got the North Star thing at the back there. Crusader miniatures can be got through them. But yeah, that was a bit sort of accidental. So apologise to the other companies. There are numerous companies that you can get medieval things from, and I've just named them all. But yeah, and another thing, and I should have said this earlier, I've bought all of these with my own money. And it's just sort of accidental that I've had the North Star at the back. I have purchased from them. It's not paid or anything like that. But yeah, I'm planning on getting these guys doubled up, perhaps doubling these guys up as like a Bretonnian army. And Mr. Man from Alternative Armies will be sort of, I can probably use him when I do Bretonnians. But yeah, so I'll try and do a big army thing at the end, where I sort of go, yeah, and here's the stuff that I'm going to include for if I do a Bretonnian thing. I've seen a couple of. I've seen a Griffin model that's particularly tasty. That's that's a Trish Carden sculpt, gotten from Harrowhurst through the Footsaw Miniatures website. That looks particularly nice. And I've seen a variety. I want to try and do like a. I've seen some large snails. They were valid in the 3rd edition Bretonnian book, and if I play 3rd edition, I would love. I've got some of the 3rd edition books, and I'd love to play some 3rd edition. Nigel Stillman, Gaming Ethos for the win. I love to play. Yeah, if I'm playing 3rd edition Warhammer Fantasy, I'll field them as giant snails, and I hope you guys can hear that tongue-in-cheek sort of tone to my voice. But yeah, if not, I'll try and convince people that they are Pegasi in they're Pegasus Knights in giant snail suits. They're racing snails, and then try and do like the racing snails. It's like, and pretend that I'm actually sort of and it's one of the horses will be called was it Arfax or eight? Not it was Arfax, wasn't it? Yeah, never-ending story. But anyway, of course, tongue-in-cheekedness there. But yeah, I'm planning on painting these guys up in historical things, and I need to get a pole for the mounted knight, banner pole for the guy on the right there. Yeah, and there's a variety of other projects to finish off in the background. But yeah, my painting desk, as you can tell, and and hopefully I'll be able to double these up as a Bretonnian army. But regardless, that's pretty much it for now. As I get other guys, I will do videos on them. I'll probably do shorts like I've done before, and much like with a lot of other completion videos, I will probably do like a regiment showcase or something like that. And I'm sort of familiar with some of the. It's like with the English units. I'm familiar with how a lot of the units, like particularly the men-at-arms stuff, they would be interspersed. Basically, almost like a half and half with foot knights sort of thing, and there'd be very few sort of mounted knights, and there would be massive wings of loads and loads of archers, and the formation of that. If I'm playing English Agincourt, there'd be a main core of sort of half and half men-at-arms foot knights in the centre block, and massive wings of archers, and that was sort of the roughly that was the rough sort of historical Agincourt formation when the average sort of deployment for around that sort of time, apparently. Tell me what you think. That's my and that was just my sort of, as a sort of a caveat to what I was on about with English deployment during at Agincourt and that sort of era. That's just my understanding. I'm not trying to say I'm an expert on history, because I'm not. But yeah, that's sort of as a sort of a caveat. That's my just my sort of understanding of it. If anyone wants to do like a "did you know" sort of thing in the comments, of course you're welcome. So I'd welcome that. Just little bits of historical tidbits. This is just a sort of a start sort of thing. It's mainly sort of an intro to, this is what I've got to start off with as a bit of an army. It's mostly 215 peasants and stuff, and 12 mounted knights with a bombard. More stuff will be added. I'll do regiment showcases as I go. And once I've finished it all up, I'll do a big giant army showcase. And yeah, stay safe, stay groovy.